NVIDIA's Jensen Huang just declined the Senate's hearing on China chip exports, and Senator Warren went public. Plus, SpaceX prices the largest IPO in history tonight. Let's get into it. NVIDIA's Jensen Huang formally declined Senator Elizabeth Warren's invitation to testify at today's Senate Banking Committee hearing on AI exports to China, offering instead a private briefing at NVIDIA HQ. Warren went public immediately. The American people deserve answers in a public forum. She also flagged Huang's recent attendance at a $1 million a seat Mar-a-Lago dinner. The optics write themselves. A $49 trillion market cap company sidestepping the most consequential AI China oversight hearing of 2026 keeps Washington's chip policy overhang firmly attached to the NVDA narrative. The bear case, any signal that Trump's loosened H-20 and B-30A export rules get retightened cuts directly into the China revenue line that's been re-rated into NVIDIA's multiple. The forward signal. If Warren successfully escalates to a compulsory hearing within the next 10 days, expect a meaningful policy headline risk premium to return to chip names across the board. SpaceX prices its IPO after today's close at a fixed $135 a share, opening tomorrow on Nasdaq as ticker SPCX. The 555.6 million share base raises $75 billion. The green shoe lifts gross proceeds to $86.2 billion at a $1.75 trillion valuation. This surpasses Saudi Aramco's 2019 listing to become the largest IPO on record, and a $1.75 trillion company would rank around number 11 in the S&P 500 if added. The bear case is governance. Musk retains over 82% of voting control post-offering. That's a structural flag every index provider and ESG mandate has to navigate before inclusion. The forward signal: watch tomorrow's open. Above $150, and the secondary market is signaling Aramco-style appetite. A break of 135 and the launch window narrative cracks immediately. S&P inclusion timing is the second leg of this trade. The Wall Street Journal reports OpenAI is preparing significant cuts to its API token pricing, preempting Anthropic, fresh off a $965 billion Series H. This is the first clean signal of an outright frontier lab price war, and the margin implications cascade through the entire AI software stack. Model labs trade gross margin for share. API resellers and AI app companies, Cursor, Harvey, Glean, Hippocratic, get an immediate unit economics tailwind. The bear case. OpenAI at $852 billion and Anthropic at $965 billion are both priced for margin expansion that a price war directly contradicts. ChatGPT hit 1 billion monthly users in May. The MOAT is consumer-facing, not API. The forward signal: watch AI services margin commentary from Microsoft, Amazon, and Apple at next earnings. A guide down there validates the price war thesis and re-rates the application layer up. OpenAI today made its frontier models and codecs available to Oracle Cloud customers, payable directly with existing OCI Universal credits. Oracle's installed base just became a distribution channel for OpenAI products. No new procurement path or governance approval required. This extends the $300 billion Stargate Compute Pact downstream into go-to-market, and is the definitive marker that Microsoft's exclusivity over OpenAI distribution is fully behind us. Pair this with the API price war story. Both signal OpenAI knows the model-level moat is thinning and is racing to lock in distribution before margins compress. The bear case. This is materially positive for Oracle, but it cannibalizes Microsoft Azure AI services, and MSFT is the more crowded long. The forward signal: watch Oracle guidance for OCI commitments in next quarter's print, and any Azure AI commentary from Satya Nadella that signals share loss to Oracle's NeoCloud. The 2026 FIFA World Cup kicks off tonight at Estadio Azteca, with Gemini as the marquee AI sponsor, live score lock screen pins, AI-generated match visuals, photo templates that put fans in team kits, and a tactical prep deal with defending champion Argentina. This is Google's biggest consumer AI marketing moment of the year, and it lands across the US, Mexico, and Canada through July 19th. But it arrives one day after Gemini suffered a multi-hour outage. Errors 1076 and 1099 resolved around 2:30 PT yesterday. That's the third multi-hour Gemini incident of 2026. The bear case writes itself. Reliability optics matter enormously when over 1 billion eyeballs are about to query the service in real time during live matches. The forward signal: watch Gemini's uptime through opening weekend. Any outage during a match window and the consumer AI narrative for Google takes a hit just as it tries to peel users from ChatGPT. The through line tonight: Washington is closing in on chip policy, just as OpenAI moves to lock in distribution and price share away from rivals. Watch NVIDIA's Senate exposure, Oracle's OCI commitments, and SpaceX's open tomorrow morning. Subscribe to the Daily Alpha for the signals that move the tape.